Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCHU81 and today I'm very excited to be doing a review for this. Okay, I know some of you guys cannot read this. The SH Figuarts King Cole from the Dragon Ball Z. This is really exciting for me because this one is my second biggest when it comes to my SH Figuarts Dragon Ball collection. The first one being the Ozaru, and I didn't get the Shenron, and the other Shenron, which is from the planet Namek, I think that one is a lot bigger. Yeah, that will be the biggest, but I did not get that as well. So so this is my second biggest, and really excited to open it up. And I must say that I was rather skeptical to get him at first because as you guys know, his appearance is kind of short. I think in less than 10 minutes and he got defeated. But him being the father of you know, Frieza, as well as my favorite Cooler, so I must get him. It's like out of respect kind of things. Okay, so yeah, very excited. Let's see. Wow, this is rather huge. Okay guys, voila. Is he beautiful? I have not seen it myself. This is the first time I'm taking it out. Of course, as you guys see, I unboxed this now, but from the back of it, looks very nice. Let's take a look at. Oh my goodness, this is pure awesomeness. Oh my god. Oh my god! Wow! Now let's take a look at the box design. If you have been collecting Dragon Ball, you should know this is a very standard design for them. They always have the pictures right over here, and then you can see the great figures windows right over here. I love the box though, but I have no place for it, seriously. It's so big.
That's what she said!
And at this side of the box, we can see a very nice pictures of King Cole plus his sword. Actually, there's strong sword. And at this side of the box, there's nothing much except for the words King Cole. At the top of the box, more pictures on the King Cole. And beneath the box is also a very nice design. I didn't know they actually design below of the box as well. And at the back of the box is always my favorite. You can see all the cool poses of this guy here. Yes, this is the pictures that actually makes me want to have him because I really got this Frieza. Yep, so can't really miss this guy. And because this is an Asia version, so you have this sticker right over here. Okay, let's get the king out. Okay, so this is King Cole right out of the box. Oh my goodness, he is gorgeous. Let's take a closer look on this guy. Wow, just take a look at him. Oh, okay, I forgot to take the pass. Oh, this time around it's rather easy to just pull it out. So I don't have to take him apart to take out the plastic. Yeah, so wow, just like the shininess on his armor. You can see when the lights are reflected off it. Even the portion at the crotch area is very shiny. This is just nice. He just brings the king kind of aura around him, and this green is rather nice as well. I kind of forgot it's actually green. I thought it's blue. Okay, so it looks very good, very shiny as well, and his horn is definitely very intimidating. And the purple, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have any kind of shadings, just a plain purple. Yep. And a lot of you guys actually mentioned that he looks kind of like the Frieza second form. Yeah, it does look like him. Later I'll do a comparisons, and you can see all the armor. He has 3 toes, very nicely done, and the muscles are pretty well defined as well. Whew. And here is the gauntlet that he have. And at the back there's lots of holes because I have not put on the cape as well as his tail Maybe I'll do so later, but let's just enjoy the figure as plain as it is now. And you can see there are some articulation. Oh no, there's not articulation. It's just a fixed joint for the tails to go in. You can't actually turn and twist around this thing here. Okay, so very nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
And let's take a closer look on his smirking face. This is really good looking. You can see that he's so self-confident, smiling over there. Yeah, without knowing his own power and without knowing the power of Super Saiyan. He's just plain, you know, arrogant. And right up next, we'll move on to the accessory. I will start with the hands as always. So he just comes with a pair of closed fist hand that's already on the figure, a pair of grabbing hands, another pair of closed fist hand with a hole on it so he can hold on to the trunk sword, and lastly a right relaxed hand and also a left something like pointing hands. And the best thing of all, he just comes with a folded arms. Wow, what is a king without a folded arms? And he also comes with this gigantic tail, which is something like a worms, like an worms. Wow, this is rather heavy as well. This is really nice. And he just comes with two parts of his cape. Yeah, this is at the top part and this is at the bottom, so it looks something like this. Again, it's a very gigantic cape for him. And he also comes with another cape whereby it's for him when he's sitting down on the throne. And he also comes with this Trunks sword. I don't remember Trunks sword being this big. Yeah, it looks kind of big for Trunks though. And he also comes with this interchangeable heads part, whereby I think it's meant for him to be like something like looking angry or something, which I will show you guys later. And beside this grinning, smiling face sculpt, he just comes with 3 more interchangeable face sculpt, which is this smiling one, looking pretty wicked. This angry grinning teeth one, which is very fierce. And lastly, this angry open mouth screaming faceplate, which looks pretty good. And finally, for the grand finale, of course, he does have his throne. Oh my goodness, guys, this thing is heavy. Wow, this is a very simple throne, but you can really feel that it's not empty inside. It does have molds, but the side of this looks very like clay type. Yeah, I thought it would be something more nicer, but this feels good. This is the throne that he sits inside the spacecraft, if I'm not mistaken, but this looks good. So this is everything that this King Cole comes with. Oh my goodness, even though it's not a lot, but because of his size, this looks like it's a lot of things here. And next, I'm going to show you how to put on some of the accessory onto this guy. It's time to play, okay? So first of all, of course, I will give him back his tail. Okay, so it looks funny without the tail. Yeah, you can see the ball joint here supposed to go into that hole. Yeah, I think it will be hard to fit. Let's try. Wow, okay, finally. Yeah, for those of you guys who didn't know, I did have a surgery on my left hand because I broke my arms. Yeah, so I kind of powerless over this hand. That's why it takes me quite an effort to put it on. But oh my goodness, guys, take a look at this. This is gigantic. Wow, did they make the tail a little bit too humongous? This looks a bit too big for him. But I think, I mean, not complaining, it just makes him feel more intimidating now. This is just pure beauty. And next, I'm going to show you how to put on the cape. As you can see, there are 4 holes over there. So since I'm not letting him sitting on his throne yet, so I'll put on the big cape that we've seen earlier. Okay, which is for the 2 holes below. So as you can see, this cape, the joints is actually movable. You can actually turn it up and down. So let's try to put it in onto the lower holes. Okay, so once you manage to put in 2 of the plugs into the hole, we'll put this short one here. As you can see, there's a U shape here, so it's actually for the neck part. Okay, so these 2 joints are not movable, unlike the one just now. So this will be slightly easier. Just pop it in like this, and voila, you have the cape on him. Yep, this is how King Cole's looks like with his cape. My goodness, this is just plain beauty. Wow, I gotta put him behind a bit so that you can see the entire figure. Next, I'm going to show you how to let him hold on to this trunk sword. So you need to interchange the hands and use the hands with the hole on it. This is a very big joint. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Okay, once you interchange the hand, you need to pull out this portion here. Okay, so you can actually slide it in and just slide it in like this. Very easy. And then you just need to close it back. Okay, yeah, this is how he looks like holding on to Trunk's sword. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Yes!
And since we are still playing on the arms, I will show you how to interchange to the folded arms. So for the folded arms, you need to take out almost the whole arms. Yep, so this is how you need to pull it out. It's rather tight. Once he is handicapped, you need to align the arms accordingly. Yep, so basically what you need to do is you just need to put all the where you use the butterfly joints. Yep, so you just need to fully utilize it by pushing it forward to the front. Okay, and yeah, just popping back the folded arms accordingly.
Much later.
Okay guys, it is very hard for me to do so because of my arms. As you can see, I can't really push it in all the way. I push it in here first, the hands, just push it in here, and then I try to push in here, but it's very hard. Okay, so now once you've done this, I also remove the cape so that it's easier for me. Once you put it on, you can see there's a gap here. Okay, so what you need to do is push the arm back so that it actually stay close to the body. Yep, because when you fold arm, you are folding it near to your body, right? You don't fold it apart from your body. Yeah, so then you can push this back in. Okay, and voila, this is how he looks like with the folded arms. And I also put back the cape so you get a full view on how he should looks like with the folded arms and the cape. This is looking awesome, guys. Yeah, this is really hard to do. I hope yours is easier. I hope maybe because it's due to my arm with no power. Okay, yeah, so this is how he looks like. This is just awesome. And to interchange the faceplate, basically you need to remove the head and you just pull out the face from the head and just pop in this face. This is the smiling one with the mouth opened. Okay, and then you just pop it back in, as simple as that. And for these other additional interchangeable heads, you need to use for these two other faceplate, which is the angry grinning teeth one as well as the open mouth, which I'll show you guys later. So can you see the difference now? Yeah, this is more like something like he's looking forward. This one is something like he's looking upwards or something like that. I'm not so sure, but there are differences. Yep, so you just need to pop it back in. This is how he looks like, looking angry. This is how he looks like with this open mouth screaming faceplate. Okay, so basically this heads, the original one, can only use for these two faceplate, and this interchangeable head can only use for these other two. You can't really put these two on this or vice versa. Okay, so this is how he looks like. And lastly, I think he is tired already, so let's have him sit on his throne. So basically I need to remove this cape because we need to change to the shorter ones, and I also need to adjust the tail accordingly so that he can sit nicely. Yeah, basically you just need to bend his leg upwards, open, yep, like this. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of adjustment that needs to be done. And let's put on this half cape as well. Okay, so this is how it looks like with the other cape. So basically the U shape is for the tails to go up. And let's see if he can sit perfectly now.
Much later.
Okay, this is how he should looks like when he's sitting down. Of course, I also changed back the both arms to be a more relaxed mode, and you can see that he really can sit on the throne. However, I noticed that he is designed to be slanted to the left. You can see that his body is actually slanted. That's because the cape does have a shape that will actually stick close to the chair. So basically, once you put it on, you can see that this part is actually aligned with the chair, and also this other part will also align to the chair. So the design of the cape actually makes him looks like he's actually slanted to the left. Okay, even the box picture, you can see they actually have him slightly slanted. Yeah, you can see that he's slanted to the left. Okay, so from here you can't really have him to sit straighten up unless maybe you don't put his cape, but I think it will look slightly odd if you don't do that. Yeah, so but he still looks very cool though. I mean, even with the slanted to the side, he looks very nice, and his tail is entirely outside, of course. So this is just awesome, man. Look at how majestic he looks. Oh my goodness, guy, this is just beauty. Wow. And next we'll move on to the articulations. I'll start with the head as always, so you can look to the right, looks to the left, no issue. Looking up, wow, pretty good. Looking down is even better. He does have a separate neck altogether, so it's very easy to move his neck. And for his arm, sorry, this guy is very heavy. Yeah, this shoulder armor, you can actually move it up a bit. Yeah, actually it's quite a lot. Yes, it can go all the way up. So his arm, you can go 360 degree, but be very careful, guys. Yeah, mine is a bit tight there, so yeah, you can go, but I just don't want to move it all the way because of his cape around here. So you can see there's a big butterfly joint as well inside there. Yeah, which have a pretty huge movement as well. You will need that when change to the folded arms. So it does comes with arm swivels. Yep, very nicely done. Even with all this muscle, you can see it turns easily. And for his hand, there's a double joint elbow. Wow, this is very nice. Okay, and you can't really see the joint because the paint is actually matching. Okay, and his hand can turn around, going up and down. Yes, very much. And for his body, let's see, there's a articulation right below his torso. Be very careful, guys, because this material is shiny. You don't want to scrap off any paint. Yeah, mine is rather tight, you can hear that. So be very careful, guys. And for his waist is also another articulation. You can turn it around. Again, it's very tight. So let's see how well this King Cole can bend forward, which is pretty okay. Yeah, for the size, I think this is pretty okay, even though it's just a very slight one. Turning backwards, let's see. I'll try to move the cape away. Yeah, turning backwards is just very slightly, not much though. Okay, for his leg, oh, I don't like the sound of it. Yeah, there's a lot of squeaking sound. And for his leg, there's no pull down mechanism for this guy, but there's a cuts on the thigh, of course. So there's a swivels, a double joint knee. Yes, very good one, even though he can't bend all the way because of all the tight muscle. And his leg, of course, you can turn it around. It's a very big ball joint here, so you can move it around, going up and down. And of course, there are no toe hinges. Let's see how well you can kick forwards. Yeah, just very slightly, something like this. Yeah, okay, kicking backwards is almost equally the same. Okay, and I think he, oh my goodness, despite the size, he can still do an almost perfect split. So this is rather good for his size. Okay, and for the cape, like I mentioned just now, there the joints are movable, so you can actually move it up. Wow, this is pretty good. Yeah, it's about 90 degrees there. This is really nice, and it can hold, as you can see. So it's holding. We'll check out the tails. So his tail, okay, you can actually move it around the joints that went into the hole. So there's one articulation over here whereby you can turn his tail going up and down. Sorry about that. There's another articulations over this side. You can see there's a ball joint, so you also can go up and down and turn it around. And there's only these 2 points of articulation. The rest of it are pretty solid. Okay, so putting it back down, yes, I would say that, wow, this articulation for this Kenko, I think it's pretty good. I thought they would sacrifice some of the articulation because of his size, but no, they are still maintaining the good articulations, just like for all the rest of the Dragon Ball series. Now I hope you'll click on the likes button if you enjoy this review. Okay, so for the size comparisons, I'd like to compare him with some SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figure. I have this Goku right over here, as well as this Vegeta. Oh my goodness, guys, look at the size difference. And next we do have Piccolo, also with the cape like him, as well as this future Trunks, the one that he fight with. And now let's compare with his son. I have the first form Frieza, as well as the final form Frieza. Wow, they are so tiny. And next we have the second form Frieza, which is the one that I think a lot of people says that they kind of look alike, but you can see the size difference there, as well as this Mecha Frieza that he's supposed to pair with. Oh my goodness, this is just so beautiful, guys. And I also like to compare with his other son, the final form Cooler, as well as this Mecha Cooler or Metal Cooler. And still on the SH Figure Dragon Ball, I like to compare him with some tall figure. I have Captain Jinyu there, which looks tiny next to him, as well as this Evil Boo. Wow, at least Evil Boo kind of reached his shoulder. And lastly, I like to compare with some big figures from other brands. I do have this Mainfax Bane, which looks kind of small next to him, as well as this Marvel Legend Hulk. Okay, yeah, he's actually comparable to this Hulk. Okay, so for my final verdict, this is a rather hard decision because firstly, he's expensive, secondly, he's huge, and thirdly, he doesn't have much of a screen time, about 10 minutes, and he did have a very pathetic death. So some of you guys might not be interested in this, but for me, I really want to have all the characters in Dragon Ball as well as Dragon Ball Z. So he is a iconic figures in the Frieza saga at least, which is why I want to get him together with the Mecha Frieza. So if you're like me, yes, I would definitely recommend these characters if you have the space, which I don't. But if you are someone who just want some characters which are having a lot more screen time, then this King Cole is not for you. So I do hope that you enjoy my review and certainly hopes that it helps you to decide if you need to get this figure, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video. Now you better watch this video right now.